Welcome back, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer 1745 here with my continuing playthrough of Black Ice. This is version for Hearts of Iron 4, but this is now the old version because oh boy, it's AAT. I forget what the initials stand for. The new Scandinavian DLC is out. I have yet to get it. And I want to thank, I forget who, Aquilo, is that? Am I pronouncing it correctly? I don't know. Over on the Black Ice forum, or Discord, I should say. Very helpfully, I want to thank you very much. Gave a warning that they were going to update both their main version of Black Ice and their sort of test version. That you play a game quickly, you know, as in like get through it within a week or so. Check out their test version. It's I think usually rather stable. Oh, you don't need to be out here. You guys can go back to port. Send you back to Königsberg. But if you take a long time, especially like I take a very long time, you should play the standard version. So any complaints I now have about Black Ice here may be very out of date in that I got a brief flash. So what they warned that the update was coming and none of the save games were going to be compatible, and so I think I got it all done correctly. I hope I did. Is I downloaded, well actually yeah, I already have it downloaded, but I moved the mod files to another location, and then yesterday, as I'm making this on Saturday, that would be Friday, I went in and modified the mod file to change it just a little bit here and there, to make it the version that's on my system and not the Steam version. So when it, updates, so hopefully everything is going to run just fine. I may have messed up the process going on here, but hopefully it's good. And yes, I want to thank you guys for the timely warning that things were going to change. And Felipe is here. Good to see you. Things in Israel are really intense. Oh yes, they very much are. Just completed my most amazing dinner of my life, made by some, well, very good. Sing. Sounds special. Israel is going to attack Gaza from the ground, but still nothing. Well, I think Israel is preparing. I think that would be a good term for what's going on. Briefly, I know a lot of you don't know the history of Israel. A few of you, I'm sure, do. And maybe all my viewers do, but a lot of people out there don't. There has been a tradition of either, well, of often Israel being attacked, getting in a desperate situation because it's sometimes very much of a surprise attack. Now, sometimes they've attacked out. They've planned and made attacks. But, so it isn't always been purely a defensive war, but sometimes it is. And Israel then defeats the enemy, whichever one or ones it may be, and then goes on the offensive, and the enemy is crumbling. And so, at one point, and I forget which one, it looked like there was a possibility that Israel might push into, I don't know if they would have gone into the city of Cairo, but which Cairo really isn't up here. Cairo really is down here. Not just me. push maybe to the Nile or something, shall we say, or a main branch of the Nile. And primarily the U.S. has then restrained them. Now, why? Well, the reason is that there was always the major threat that the Soviet Union would deploy ground forces. I mean, they often had advisors, technical or military or other command type advisors, but that they would deploy large ground forces, which then might mean NATO, US, and others deploying ground forces, and it's spiraling out into a world war, going nuclear. So we don't have that situation now, and in the last stream we were talking about jokes, weren't we? Well, sometimes. And in Gaza may be like Stalingrad. Okay. Gaza may be like Stalingrad, but lacking one important thing that Stalingrad had and Gaza doesn't. Stalingrad had from the Soviet side of the war, had a large reserve of manpower that was being fed into Stalingrad, sometimes just barely, but being fed into it. And it had supplies, being both ammunition and weapons and whatnot, and again, sometimes they're just barely being fed into it. So Germany was never able to isolate Stalingrad. Well, my understanding is Egypt is increasing its border walls between the Gaza Strip and the Sinai, not decreasing them. And so Egypt is being complicit, if you will, in cutting Gaza off from the rest of the world. So Israel is going to be able to control the sea. Israel is going to be able to control the land on, two sides of it. And if Egypt is not allowing supplies in, not allowing in reinforcements in, it won't. It may be in that it's a street battle, but it won't be a Stalingrad, I don't think. Okay, well let's get back to this. I know everyone likes to hear my takes on history, but other people also like to see the war. Now, it's been talked about that, yes, we are having supply problems, which I love. I love that we're having supply problems. Well, and you may wonder why. I love this new railway system. I love that this is the reality of what we are trying to simulate here. We have 36, not exactly sure what you want to call them, but 36 units of supply needed here, and we can supply 20. So that is supply problems. It is winter. It is December 25th, so Christmas. And we're having supply issues. They're coming around that way. They're defending, they're attacking. So we're looking at the front line. See where, if anywhere, we should be pushing that we aren't already. Okay, they're coming into occupy there. Okay, this division is going to attack just to try to pin in there to keep the occupiers from making it into their location. Now here we have 35 units needing supply, and we can supply 60. So that's a major supply route for us in there. And so if we can push up to Orel, that will you know, alleviate our supply problems here. And this is what I love. So, and Podcat, who is no longer working on Hearts of Iron at all, my understanding, but had been for a while the lead developer, and before that the sort of secondary guy, would argue that infrastructure is the rails and that's the supply. And for most of the areas in Western Europe, this is a very simplified rail system, and there's a lot more rails running around between, you know, all these. I bet you there's a rail and what could be considered a, you know, a minor supply head, maybe not something major like that. And, you know, just small things all over Western Europe. Now you could go into the, you know, the Outer Hebrides up here in the Highlands of Scotland, or you could go into, you know, parts of Switzerland or the Pyrenees here in Spain and find areas where that wouldn't be true. But you look around Italy, you're going to find a lot of railways going a lot of places, and that mixed with highways and just regular roadways. Yeah, he has a very, very good point about infrastructure just being a mix of railways and roadways. But out here, you have very little paved roadways. You may have a few things that would be, you know, paved roadways. A few, you know, that are not, I'm not talking like in the middle of a city. I'm talking just, you know, large strategic things. And then it's railways. And especially if you get out into places like Africa or India, China, it's that also. So you need the supply. You need the railways to do this stuff. And hello, Frog Guys, how you doing? Have you tried to monetize some or motorize? No, I've not, and that's maybe something I should do. The first Hungarian vehicle in War Thunder is so bad. Well, that's probably how they were historically. Okay, well, let's see what we could do here. Okay, well, first I want to check out okay, heavy transport. So we have 2,000. We're using up some more. So okay, let's go to motorized there. That may help there. And where else do I want to try to? We can try down here, I guess. That is good advice there. Yeah. All right, so, okay, good advice, Frog Guys, thank you. Let's let the clock go. You join the assault. Yeah, I know you're in bad organization, but we just need to take this guy down and then move in there and hold to cut Leningrad off. And that's a worthy thing to do. Now you may wonder about us being on the offensive in winter in the east here. and how realistic it might have been. And I don't know the answer to that, but I do know that where is it? We did prepare for a long winter, which Germany did not. And you know, as you guys sort of know, I do study the National Socialist regime, in the sense that I read books on the topic. Not that I'm doing original source research, but you can say things about the regime that is true in 1936 that is not true in 1939, or is true in 39 but not true in 1945. You know, one of the things is that Hitler, I mean, we could say a lot about Hitler as time goes on. One of the things happens to him is he becomes detached from reality. That's quite true, more and more. But Hitler, and eventually Hitler gets more and more worried about quote-unquote defeatism. But in 41, yes, he has just achieved his, in 1940, his regime control lockup moment of taking Paris. But, and that may be the thing that's there that they don't even consider. The general staff doesn't consider. But when Hitler is planning Barbarossa, maybe they just all believe that they're going to win. But even if they believe they're going to win, they know the calendar. They know winter is coming. They know winter comes every year. Now, my understanding is that winter may be a bit more than normal. '41 to '42 winter. And I get that, but they could have either talked them into delaying the invasion, or they just should have known that they should have prepared for a long winter. Because even if you're victorious, even if by late summer you're in Moscow drinking vodka, the winter's going to come. And if your troops, it's my understanding is it's not just a question of winter clothing is sitting back in warehouses in Berlin or wherever in Germany, and that it's not at the front line. They don't even have enough winter clothing to properly clothe the armed forces. That's my understanding, and I guess we're sort of playing realistic here. Oh no, here. In that, not just horse transport here, but we don't have enough field uniforms for our army as it is. So, yeah. And yes, I know I did push into. Okay. What we're going to do here is these guys are going to do a very conventional sort of push there. Yeah, I think we'll do both of these divisions. Let's go capture that. And then let's Do that. So I just... Okay, so we moved across the river. We're defending against an attack here of 2 divisions. We're about ready to collapse. So what we're going to do here, and we have good forces there, they're going to counterattack. Okay. Message from VC for Tracer diplomatic status says cancel non-aggression pact. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And we've got a new version of the 109 and non-aggression pact. Okay, we'll accept that. Here we are. So our Error Research Design Bureau, if you will, or we just got that. I'm looking for both what we would likely want to actually build, what we might want to yeah, we can start on that. Hmm. 35 days, upgrade Kiev. And small, I think so, let's do that. Help with this. Yeah, you don't really want the mouse in War Thunder. The reason... Okay, they're falling back. Okay, hold on then. We don't need to break ourselves there. The reason it is so bad is it is so slow, and it's I think it's still sitting at 7.7, so it will often face up to 8.7s that will be able to pen it so easily. Now if you end up being down tiered and have a small enough map, it's okay, but it's not that invulnerable at the BRs that they get put at, and so it's not very good. So yeah, no, it's not. Hey ZZ, how you doing? Good to have you here. Actually, sort of early than normal, I think. Okay, you guys are moving in. You guys support that attack. You support that attack. You move up to there. Good to hear. Good to hear. And hello, Kekchos? Kekchos? I don't know. Hello, how you doing? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Toyjet is now over on YouTube. It's hit by ATA gems and heat shells, yeah, all the time. You're going to, yeah, get 1 or 2 shots after driving for 10 minutes. Absolutely. It really isn't a thing, other than just for memes or whatever, it really isn't a thing you particularly want. Okay, let's look at supply now a little better. I don't know. Yeah, I am. I'm just dealing with them. It's doing okay. I'm doing okay. It's okay. They're now counterattacking out against our forces there that we're pushing into, trying to cut. Leningrad off, so we're going to re-counterattack there. Damn, this is looking historical. which means not very good up here. Okay, he's gained some skill, very nice. They're counterattacking into there. Well, Romanian troops, you attack there. And you support that, and you support that, and you support that. So that hopefully that gets a bit of an overrun. Okay, these guys are still coming that way. They've moved in reinforcements there. They're being pushed there, so... This guy's going to push with support from over here. I was hoping to get that city that was not being defended. T-95 and the Tortoise, also the Yag Tiger. Yeah, they're also sort of mean vehicles too. The Yag Tiger doesn't have that good a penetration, but has a rather explosive shell when it does penetrate. Okay, so we have now defended there well enough, it seems. All of these guys, I guess, are doing badly because of the lack of supplies. But we're going to push in anyways. And here we're going to try to just slow up that one reinforcement from getting in there. Got to take care of that one division, and we've got it there. But that's what they always say. There's one more division to defeat, and we've won victory. Okay, well... we pushed into that province, which is very nice. Now we need to reinforce it some more. And while this is fairly empty, let's just get across the river here. in our panzers and our cavalry. And we can attack here with the mountain troops. Yeah, we can put a lot of pressure on the sort of Moscow front. Supply capabilities. Okay, well. Yeah, we have the Tiger chassis, but we don't really have the Tiger yet. So we're not going to be producing that just yet. And we do have some new fighters, yes. Okay, well, on the new fighter front, let's think it's up top. Yeah, we're at 100% efficiency, but we're just going from the F4 to the G, so minor downgrade for hopefully a much better aircraft. Let's look at our construction here. Okay, well, we're getting some more factories coming online. That is very good. That's sort of what I want to look at here. We got to level 40. What we need to do is get a serious supply dump up here in this area. Supply hub, I guess is what it's called here. Is that close enough to the front line with still being a useful thing? Here is railways is the issue, not supply hubs. So let's well, how? Yeah, that's considerably closer. Let's put it here. Okay, so we're getting that. I think we should move the railways up to highest priority because they'll be hopefully a bit quicker to do to get this supply hub supplied. Oh, well, yeah, let's save the game. Didn't mean to start doing that, but yes. Really just meant to actually let the clock go. Click the wrong thing. Okay, now they're pushing back there. They're getting reinforcements. So what we're going to do here is attack with you and you and support with you. Okay, well now that they've got some forces there, well, you know, let's send in the infantry division. And you attack that way to deny them reinforcements, and you can also support that attack. How are we doing out here? Okay, looking relatively good for a front that was unplanned. I'm very much paying attention to the flags of these divisions. Well, I sort of kind of think that we can just sort of mellow out down there a bit. Here I really would love to get, but I think we just have to build our supplies. Okay, you want non-aggression pacts, fine. We had no plans of attacking you way out there in Asia. You stay right where you are. Okay, Singh. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Have a good day or evening, whatever it is there on the other side of the world right now. Yeah, we got a lot of forces tied up down here that they're doing good work mostly, I would say, but we do sort of, well, could maybe use them. Oh, well, hey, here we go. Drive into there. Always good to disrupt the enemy's plans a little bit. Yeah, I know, the speed that I play takes forever to get anything done. Just check on the one, oh, just click on the one upgrade railway or click, yeah, you're right, I should do that. And what he's referring to is if I had just clicked, right here, that would have done that. Yeah, you're right. Okay, infrastructure works 3, very good. There we are. And that was here. Okay, which gives us a little bit more stability. Fly range plus 3%, that's rather nice. A lot of things we could do. Let's see what we should do. Okay, we are in 1942. So, multiple vaccines. Good, but... Chemical and lack of resource penalty down by 2%. Factory output up by 4%. Flying control states. Flying control. 4 states. Army fuel capacity at 40%. Yeah, we'll do that. Wish I had a German premium tank, but I'm in Brazil and it's yeah. And if they don't do localized pricing for stuff, it gets expensive. You shouldn't waste your money on that. Felipe, you know, don't, you know, don't waste your money on it. You can have fun with the game without paying for those premiums. Because that's all that really matters with those games anyways. Even these, it's just having fun. If you can have fun without spending huge amounts of money. Okay, so now these guys are in here. They're getting a pounding. Let's see, what can we do? We can attack here with him. And we can attack here. And these guys can support that attack. And here we can send in, let's send in 2 infantry divisions here and that infantry division there. Push on the front that way. And you can support that attack, maybe. And you can join it. Okay, they're coming, they're being pushed back. So you can stop your attack, you can stop your attack. No, I have not. Hello, Dominique. How you doing? No, I have not tried it. What I did do yesterday was make sure that I had a working version of the older one because I wanted to continue with this series. And I did just very quickly click around before doing that, but just very, very quickly. So no, I really don't have an opinion. So I'm out of date when it comes to Black Ice now. I did consider restarting all over again. There's very good reason to do so. Partially just, of course, to look at the new version. But I think I may, because I may come back to this, but I think next weekend I may take a look at the new version. as well. And on that, I think we're going to end this episode here. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos if you would. And of course, if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. Love to see you here more often. See you next time for more, yes, more Hearts of Iron.